welcome to another vlog. If you're watching this when it came out, the Planet Hannah Advent is now available for pre-order. It went on pre-order on Monday. I'm also holding you guys without my tripod because I'm gonna put you on here, but I need to change your battery so we can do our grocery haul. So, it feels very archaic to hold a camera with no tripod or no like little mini tripod to be attached to. Feels a wee bit old-fashioned. There's also wax all over my flip-up screen. But you know, it's fine. We're gonna go get the other battery. And the thing is whenever I'm done with the groceries, I have a bunch of filming that I need to do, so I'm gonna have to then switch out my memory card back to the other one. So when I offload tomorrow, it's a whole thing, but let's go get the other battery. Okay, grocery haul. If you guys have missed it last week, Andrea is a gem and was able to find me this. So, honestly, my greatest gift of life. Am I still like possibly looking for more? Yeah, because I'm gonna be limiting myself to only 4 a week. And so like I'm gonna drink them on Chris's work days. I mean, it's today I don't get one. But groceries. I spent about $130 this week, and I got stuff to meal prep with quesadillas. We got paper towels because they are running out in our backup storage. We also did, unfortunately, fall victim to an impulse purchase. So we got some Diet Coke. This is ground beef for Chris's quesadillas. I'm having mine meatless. I already had refried beans in this cabinet, so I did not need to get that. This is red onion and white onion. I'm sick of taco salads finally, but I'm big back into chicken tender salads, which I like red onion in, so we got red onion for that, as well as Chris's sandwiches for lunches, and then white onion for the quesadillas. We also rope dropped half-price books and taco balls today. This was our impulse purchase, okay? I saw this. You see, I had to have it. I was like, oh my god, cookies and cream Wednesday cereal. And Chris was like, well, we have to get Enid as well. So we got both. Enid is confetti and it changes the milk purple. Hey, babe.
What?
Did you see that the Enid cereal makes the milk purple?
Does it?
Apparently. So. We have a bunch of like partially eaten cereal in the cabinet, and I'm just gonna bite the bullet and throw it all away. It all has to be stale. It all has to be stale at this point. We got bell pepper for the quesadillas. I finally let Chris get the cinnamon sugar apple muffins. They're not like, I don't love apple and baked stuff, but yeah, that's fine. I got like the big Mama Jamma Ranch because I've been into my chicken tender salads, so we got that. Taco seasoning for the ground beef for the quesadillas, corn for the quesadillas, and a big thing of tortillas for the quesadillas, you know? Okay. This has my lettuce. Basically, I use 1 romaine heart per salad, so this is like 6 salads worth of lettuce. There, we needed little trash bags for the bathrooms. We got that. Black beans and pinto beans. On my quesadillas, I do refried beans, black beans, and pinto beans. I struggle to get protein in, so that'll be good. We got a different all-purpose cleaner than usual. Chris was sick of we usually get the Method pink grapefruit, so we got lemongrass citrus scent. So hopefully it smells good, because this is, there's some in here, but like the squirt part is not picking it up. So I got 2 bags of gold Chex Mix because I ate all of that so quick last week, so I just got 2 bags this week. We got some taco sauce, provolone cheese sauce slices. The taco sauce, I like to dip my quesadilla in sour cream and taco sauce. And the provolone is for Chris's sandwiches for lunch. With the bigger bag of the Fiesta blend cheese for quesadillas, as well as sour cream for quesadillas. And then we did get 2 bags of frozen chicken fingers because Chris has been eating them and I'm gonna eat them in my salad. So we just got 2. If we don't eat them, obviously it's not like it's gonna go bad, so it just stays in the freezer. I am very, very particular with frozen chicken tenders. My favorite one is the Wegmans brand, but obviously I can't get that. Because if you know, when I make chicken tender salads, I cut them up with like the chicken, with the kitchen scissors, really small pieces, so I can inspect the chicken. Because there's like blackish, purplish spots sometimes in like frozen chicken tenders, and that's vile. And I think Tyson I've had the worst experience with, so I just don't like them. So we got those. We got a new almond milk, because I'm sure ours is bad for the cereal. Banana peppers, olives. One final bag. I feel like we got kind of a lot of stuff for $130. Chris got 3 Gatorades because he had an extra one in there, he said. I don't know if that. We each got ice cream. Chris got the Coffee Toffee Bar Crunch. That's become his favorite. And I got chocolate caramel cookie dough. Chocolate ice cream with caramel swirls and gobs of chocolate chip cookie dough topped with chocolatey ganache and caramel cups. So it's very up my alley. So I am going to get this freaking, I'm gonna actually go get my headphones and I think listen to an audiobook or something while I do putting the groceries away. You know what I mean? Just seems like the best course of action if you ask me. Maybe not, maybe I don't know, but I'm carrying you guys on this giant tripod, but I gotta go put the groceries away and then I'm gonna come in here. And the plan is I need to film the ending clip for Goodreads Picks My Reads for sure. And I need to film, I want to film the opening of a bookshelf scavenger hunt. And I want to film, I think I might start with the bookshelf scavenger hunt because I need you guys on this tripod for it. So that would work out. And I want to film a haul and then put everything away. And then I'm going to work on, I want to get all my book journal stuff ready so I can film my book journal tomorrow and get that edited for Thursday of last week. So that's the plan. Okay, we finished filming. We've got a huge mess. I was gonna film an intro for our, like I said, I don't know, actually, you guys don't know this. I wanted to film a video where I'm like rereading all of my Ellen Hopkins books, but my thing is I don't feel like taking them all down right now. So that's gonna be future Hannah's problem. I can also read them all and then do the intro at the end, you know what I mean? After they're all already read and taken down. But my issue now is I have a bunch of stuff to move onto my series shelf, but I don't have a lot of room on my series shelves, which is becoming the struggle. The real struggle of it all is that situation. So thinking of maybe moving my Harry Potter books to the top of that bookshelf. It's kind of where I'm at right now, and I think that may be where we start so that I can have room for all these other series. So wish me luck. We did it, we did it, we did it. I did end up putting Harry Potter up there, which I think is cool because I think that this looks super nice now. I did put, I'm missing some books from this series, which is like whatever. I put some Elsie Silver up here, and then this is the start of a new series, and there's 2 other books there that would go there, but it looks so fantabulous. And now I'm gonna get some wax for my office and change into something a little bit more warm. Because the truth of the matter is I'm chilly. So I'm putting on my Nutcracker pajama pants that me and Andrea have matching. The most comfortable because they're like jogger material. Like they got tight ankles. And I feel like there was like a phase where like this corner looks so empty. There was a phase where I felt like all of my clothes had to have tight ankles or they didn't feel comfortable. But now that I've like worn not tight ankles for like 2 years now, tight ankles feel horrible, but these make your booty look juicy. So not that it matters because I'm putting on a sweatshirt that will simply cover the whole bootay. But I'm gonna go grab my headphones. This, oh my god, you guys, this is like a spoiler for an upcoming Hannah's Reading Realm video, but I'm so hyped about this. So it's filming a book scavenger hunt, and if you don't know how that works, basically the questions I used this time, the first one was just like pick a book you love, and then I picked The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And then it was like, look at the publisher of this book. Find a book that was published by the same publisher. Now look at the publication year. Find a book that was published in the same year. Blah, 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 blah. And so at the end, I was on my second to last book, where the book, basically, you try to pick books that you've read, and then at the end, when you get to the last question, you'll pick a book you haven't read. But the last book I picked was The Favorites by Lane Fargo, and then the final question was, now look at the author's name and find a book whose title begins with the first letter of their first or last name. And literally the only book I had at the moment on hold from Libby was Love Theoretically, because I got a skip the line copy of, and I was like, whatever, I'll just read it for a mood reading vlog. But it like worked perfect. It worked perfect, and I could not be more thrilled. So I'll probably actually get that whole book read today and finished, and that's just gonna be chef's kiss. And then I got the audio. This also would have worked. Love and Focus. Also got the audio for this. I've been waiting for it. I'm trying to stay on top of my Afterlight subscription books, make sure I'm actually enjoying them. There's only been one that I haven't liked, and it was The Monster Romance, which is like fine, but everything else has gotten 4 or 5 stars. I think everything's gotten 4 stars, if I'm being honest. I just read Any Trope But You, which was 4 stars. Flirting Lessons was 4 stars. First Time Caller was 4 stars. I gave Fan Service 2 stars, but I'm probably going to send it to my friend Shanna. February, March, April, May, June, July. There should be 6 books. Oh, and then the one that I have not read yet is this one, and Love is a War Song. I just got that one like this past week. So I'm pretty hype on life right now, but I'm gonna go work on my book journal. Have I been avoiding it? Yes. It's like the worst part about reading so many books is it's 3 o'clock right now. I would say 9 o'clock would probably be, if I'm gonna work all the way through on working on it, would probably be when I finished. I don't know that I plan to finish it today. We will see. This is like a jump scare having all that stuff up there, but I would like to get shelf extenders maybe and put that there. I love my McDonald's shrine though, so that will probably always stay my McDonald's shrine. But I'm gonna go get the wax. That was part of the plan. I'm just gonna grab one of the Scent Shot cups. Lemon pound cake, amaretto pie crust, Andrea's blend. Let's go, baby. Okay. Grab a chapstick. Nope, I have a chapstick. And my headphones. And we're gonna get to it. It literally, like, I feel like that tiny corner right there doesn't, like, feel like it would make that big of a difference, but it not having book stacked there makes it feel so empty in here for some reason. But, yeah. My series shelf, she's getting pretty full. I've been like really on the interconnected series lately, and I feel like most romances these days just like are an interconnected series. I'm actually gonna finish filling in my planner from yesterday. I'm not gonna film my plan with me probably at all this week. I'll probably film it next week just because I need to do my book journal, and that's just going to take so much of my day tomorrow, if I'm being honest with you. Like, so much of my day will be the book journal. Because the last couple of months I've read like 30 something books, and they're like 3-hour videos, and last month I read like 40 books or 46 books, almost 50. So it's gonna be a long one. It just is. So I'm gonna be listening to Love Theoretically today, so I can put that here. Perfect. I'm feeling very anxious right now. I'm also I don't know really why, but like I'm feeling, actually I do know why. I'm PMSing really bad, and I get very anxious around that time of the month, so it's most likely the culprit. But I'm gonna go listen to my book and do the thing. We're killing it. I've made it to my least favorite part of working on my book journal, which is doing the quotes. They just like are very tedious, if I'm being honest with you. It's not that there's like, it's not that I think that they're, I don't know, I love having them and whatever, but it's just the actual act of doing them, tedious AF. It's just extraordinarily tedious finding the quotes, formatting everything. I hate doing them when people buy them. They're just never a real favorite of mine, personally. But it's so worth it because it always looks so good in the end. And I'm decently far in my things in the books. Just gotten one full page, and this is the second full page of quotes. The thing is whenever I read a book that I rate 5 stars, I do about around 3 quotes. I try to do at least 3. Sometimes there's books where like I just love even more quotes than that, so I have to use more. And then there's some books that are wildly underrated, so I have to use less because that's just what the options are. I need to hold this up so I can make sure that I'm keeping these in the right order. Such a pretty girl, Lost and Lassoed, which is a 5 star, so there's 3 quotes for that. I'm trying to like keep them in order to make my life easier later on. The Teacher, check. Interesting facts about space, check. The Art of Catching Feelings, done. Real, done. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, done. The Exorcist was also 5 stars, so I do 3 quotes from The Exorcist. So I just need to pull those all off. Then The Off-Limits Rule and Acts of Violet. Okay, that's all for the first sheet. Now we're moving on to the next one. I think there's only 1 5-star on here, so there's more books, which is always great, but I just wanted to update you on how it was going. The weigh-in rush at 6 o'clock and the trash is just coming is crazy. I just finished the final quotes. Chris got us McDonald's. He came in and he's like, I'm hungry, and I'm like, okay. He's like, are you hungry? And I'm like, I mean, I haven't eaten anything since lunch. It's 6 o'clock. I want you guys to know we rope dropped Cabo Bob's. We were there at 10:30. We were actually there at 10:25, and we sat outside and waited for them to open. So, like, I've literally not, we left there before 11. Like, it's been a while. So, he was like, well, what are you in the mood for? And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, McDonald's? And I'm like, I'm always in the, there's like very rarely a time that I'm not in the mood for McDonald's. And like, for better or for worse, that's just my truth. Those girls. So, he was a gem, a dear, a sweet little angel boy. And he went and got us food. And I wish I could say that I wasn't thrilled, but I am. Because I bought us lunch, so he bought us a dingy, and it's just like works out great like that sometimes, you know? I read off your divine rivals. I like highlighted these things. Everything, I highlighted it in my spreadsheet like in groups of 4 because that's the chunks of the deco scripts. But I was running out of colors that were light, so I started using dark colors, and I should have changed the text to white, but I didn't. Also, my freaking finger where I sliced it on a can the other day still hurts. Turn off my headphones. Power off. Because otherwise they'll try to connect to the TV. And as y'all know, I do like to watch some telly while I eat. We've got almost all the quotes done. This is the stack of the like deco stuff. Then this is all of like the base stuff. And now I still have to do the fan art stuff. And like I said, it's already 6 o'clock. We will see if I get it done. There's actually like a very good chance that I give up for the day. But who knows? The future is undetermined. Okay guys, it's 8 o'clock and I'm done. So it didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. A whole hour quicker. I killed it. Live, Laugh, Love. I did not quite finish my book that I was listening to because I was watching some after I finished eating. I just watched YouTube for most of the time until I ran out of things to watch. But Chris and I are gonna hang out now, watch some telly, maybe have some ice cream. Who knows? I do in fact look bald right now, but I look kind of crazy because I fell asleep with makeup on last night. I used makeup wipes and took it off, but I feel like unless I like scrub my face in the shower, there's still like remnants, you know? So it's whatever. I'm just about to start making Chris's lunch, and I figured I would check in with y'all here on my day. This is sticky. Basically, my plan of action. I'm gonna make Chris's lunch, obviously. Then I am going to, whenever he gets the heck out of here, or even before, I'm gonna get ready. Because this is like the one thing that sucks about how long it took me to prep for my book video, is that now I have to get ready 2 days in a row and I was already looking cute yesterday. But it's fine, it's all good. I do feel better about myself when I get ready for the day. And like, the thing is I'm acting like it's this big task to get ready. Is if it does not take me literally, my hair is pretty much done in like 5 minutes. Also, I cleaned out the pantry and it looks so good. Yesterday when I was putting the groceries away, I'm like, it's time. It's time to just do a big fat clean out. I can't stand looking at this any longer. So we did. We did in fact do a clean out. Napkin and a spoon already. So that was fantastic to do. I am getting out the sandwich shit. Chris has all of these like mini Melinda's hot sauces. So I have just been putting these in his lunch as like the condiment lately instead of ketchup or mustard or whatever. So that's been making things really fun. It like switches up every day. There's a couple different ones in the fridge that I didn't know we had. So switch it up again, baby. But yeah, so today's plan is I'm gonna get ready after I'm done making Chris's lunch, and then I'm gonna have a muffin for breakfast because the first course of action today is for sure gonna be getting my book journal video done. I think it's probably gonna be like my guess 4-hour video. I am gonna switch back to my other memory card again so that it's on there. So the first point of thing is to do that, and then depending on when I'm done and how I'm feeling, I'm assuming I'm gonna be ready for lunch by then, because like I said, I think it's probably gonna take 4.5 hours. We will see. But after I eat lunch, or then I'm assuming lunch, and then maybe while I'm doing lunch, make my customs, and then depending on what time it is and how I'm feeling about talking, because there's a lot of talking that goes into the book journal video, I will possibly just film my plan with me so it's done. You know what I mean? Like, it would feel really good if I could just have everything that could be filmed, and then I can spend the rest of the afternoon editing until Chris gets home from work. Read my book in between. It's kind of like my go-to because I'm pretty caught up on YouTube, But typically, like while I'm editing, while I wait for videos to render, I will like read a chapter of my book and then edit another video, read a chapter of my book, then edit another video. But I do have to bare minimum edit my vlog to go up tomorrow. So that's like bare minimum editing that I will get done today no matter what. I'm just not positive if I'm gonna do further editing today. If not, I will do the editing maybe tomorrow. We will see. I hope to do a lot of editing today. There's just only so many hours in the day, and I'm going to be spending like half of the hours of the day filming a video. And I do think I have quite a few videos to edit, so I'm not really sure how well the editing will, how much editing I'll get done, but we'll see. We will get there when we get there, you know what I mean? It's just gonna be an it is what it is situation when we get to it, which is completely fine with me. The onion smells very strong. Chris is not sure what he's gonna be up to today. The last couple of shifts he's been training people because he had kind of thrown out his back a little, but his back's perfectly fine now. But while it was hurting, they were having him do like other things. He's supposed to start training for dispatch here soon. He just doesn't know like when, because they were, I'm assuming they don't like to train multiple people at it at once, and they had somebody that they were already like in the process of training. So and Chris is waiting. It's basically waiting to start that. And so he's not sure if he's going to be training or doing a regular route today. Typically when he's training, he'll get like a text the day before telling him like who he's training tomorrow. And he did not get that. So I'm like, maybe they're going to surprise you and you're going to go in and they're going to be like, okay, today's the day. We're going to start training for dispatch, because I can never remember the guy's name that Chris like talks about from work. Anyway, he basically was like, when are you starting? I'm gonna tell them we need to get you started, blah, blah, blah. So we'll see where the wind takes him today, I guess. But his lunch is prepared. His lunch is ready. He can get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Chris bought this stuff called Tiger Balm, and I didn't think that it felt any different than Icy Hot. Chris says he thinks it feels more extreme. That was not my reality when he put it on me, but it smells just like basically my ex's mom, who's still like really close with Deanna. I don't know if she still is, but for a while she was really big into essential oils, and she was always diffusing them, and Tiger Balm smells exactly like her house with the essential oils. And so I'm gonna go, well, we're gonna wash our hands, because if I'm gonna be touching my, well, just in general, it's probably a good idea, but I do not want pickle juice or onion remnants getting into my eyeballs. I'm gonna get out a new towel and I'm gonna go throw this other one in the wash because she's looking rough. Where I cut my finger on the can is last week is literally still bothering me, because I also put the Tiger Balm on Chris last night with that finger by accident. And so it's been kind of hurty ever since. But we're gonna go get cute. I'm not gonna really try that hard, honestly. I'm doing an Instagram story. I think I'm gonna say that all orders placed through today will ship this week, not tomorrow, because I do have some really big orders from over the weekend. 2 pretty big orders. So I just don't want to like overwhelm myself, you know? Okay, we're ready. I did a super gold eyeshadow that I have, and I'm gonna grab some wax for my office, maybe this one, and I'm sick of this scent. Honestly, it's like a coffee banana bread scent, but it's not like that great. So, you know, kind of just want it done, but same week shipping. I'm doing my post for the same week shipping. And I'm gonna switch out your memory card, so we're not gonna talk anymore until later. I'm going to eat breakfast, a muffin, and watch YouTube, and then I will be just getting right to my video. The level of parched that I am. We need the water, baby. Oh. We did it. We finished in 3 hours, I would like to add. I don't know how I managed that, but I managed that. You know what I'm saying? So we're just going to grab Christopher's laptop from Christopher's office. I don't really know what it's doing in here, but we got her good. And I'm gonna go into here. I'm starving to death, basically. So I'm going to, for sure, get the chicken in the oven. First things first, I'm gonna start making the chicken because I actually bought stuff to meal prep quesadillas, but I just like really don't feel like doing that today. So I think meal prepping is gonna be a tomorrow thing, just because I've just done a lot today so far, and I'm not really feeling entirely up to the task at this current juncture of time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to start the offload process of my memory card, because there's about 1,000 clips on it probably at this point. Here's the thingy. Here's the thingy. So, because there's probably about 6,822 things to be offloaded, we're gonna begin that. If the computer would turn on, it would be like really stellar behavior. These flashing rainbow lights to simply not continue. But yeah, I don't know. Computer won't turn on, so it's been like an issue that's not new. It's happened the other day too, but oh my god, I'm so done talking for now. So I have to go because talking is not good right now. Okay, it's about 3 o'clock, and I do have some very unfortunate news. I fear it's nap time. I fear it's rest time, that I need to just like take a little rest or I may die. You know, like it's just one of those moments where I ate, I do have a bit of a headache, and I just want to lay in bed. It's one of those where I may not fall asleep, but we're taking a moment to just get some shut-eye and relax. I have been sleeping horrible. I was on a very good, very great, very awesome sleep schedule, and it's been really bad since getting back from Gen Con, which you'd think would not be the case because we got up pretty early. Like every day of Gen Con, we got up decently early, like 8 something, which is like 7 something here. But I was not getting like enough sleep, so I think I'm just like at a net negative of hours of sleep, and it's just really kicking my booty. Again, I'm not sure that I will fall asleep, but I'm allowing myself to. I'm also still waiting on my videos to upload to my Google Drive, and it's taking about 6 months. So I got my heated blanket on. I'm just gonna relax for probably an hour, maybe less, maybe more. Who knows? We will find out. Y'all, lunch, breakfast was a mistake because that shit was so carb heavy that we got home like 2 hours ago and I've literally just been in bed laying there in a food coma because that's how I felt, you know what I mean? But I'm up now. Basically, Chris is going to be training dispatch this week, so he has today off because he's going to go in Friday, which is fine. It works out fine for game night because he has to actually be in at 7 something in the morning as opposed to like 10 something in the morning, so he'll be getting out quite early. But yeah, it's basically the TLDR on that. I'm going to go get the laundry put away. That's like first step in my plans. Well, actually no, first up is I have 3 videos that I just have not filmed an ending to, and because I was gonna like edit a bunch of book videos and I was like, okay, what videos don't I actually like have the ending for? And there's 3 of them, so I'm gonna film those endings real quick and then see if my dad wants me to call him, and then I'm gonna put the laundry away, and then I'm going to go and print orders, get that shit going. But I'm pooped. You know what, I also need to figure out, my sister may be coming for my birthday. Yeah, I'm gonna call my dad, but my sister may come for my birthday, which is pretty exciting. So there's that. I feel like I forgot about you guys for 85% of yesterday, and I'm so sorry about that. That was not kind. It was quite rude of me, if I'm being so honest with you. I just like, I don't know, I just was simply not paying attention to you existing for some reason. How does this smell? That smells good. Ooh, yeah, brown sugar pecan pie. Hell yes, baby. We're gonna put this in my office. But I did forget that you existed for most of yesterday, which was really bad. But Chris and I, we did go, it's because Chris and I went out on that date. We did vlog. I don't know if I vlogged literally anything else. But upon getting home, that food put me into a food coma because it's just like carbs on carbs on carbs on carbs. You know what I'm saying? So I simply like was exhausted. So I took a nap. I didn't like fall asleep, but like I rested for a bit, and then I called my dad. We talked for like 45 minutes, and then I printed orders, I did journaling cards, and then I edited like 6 videos, and then when I finished editing, it was literally on like, oh, I finished editing like 20 minutes before the Taylor Travis podcast, so then I simply had to watch that because I'm officially a part of the cult. And then Chris came in, then we went and grabbed Panda, and then we watched our show, and he went to bed at like 10:30 because he had to be up today for 6:30 for work. And yeah, so basically everything you missed. But I'm gonna do Instagram story right now. I need to order cutting mats and cellos. I'm low on those 2 things, and I'm like, shit, I need to do that this morning. So I am gonna do that this morning. Okay, I just like ripped off the whole back of my notepad. Whatever. That's fine. So that's on the top of the docket today. I think I'm gonna eat cereal for breakfast because that muffin was so bad. The muffin was so bad. So I think I'm gonna try the Wednesday cereal. I think I'm gonna try Wednesday, and then I'll try eating it tomorrow maybe. Maybe that's the plan. Today's Thursday. Chris should be home at like 5, which is cool. I might make the quesadillas like sometime today, like for lunchtime. We will see. I don't know. I'm feeling kind of stressed out, so I'm just gonna go do my stuff. I'll update you on the cereal though. My guess is that it's gonna taste like the Oreo-O's, like the Oreo cereal, because it's cookies and cream. can confirm it is exactly like Oreos, which I like that cereal. So we've got that. We've got our love. And today's work plan, I forgot to tell you, I'm gonna start by doing customs and then pull foil, and then we'll see what time it is and we will go from there. But as you know, I'm gonna pop on a YouTube video while I eat my breakfast. I feel like I've gotten nothing done because the biggest order out of all of the orders that I need to do is what I'm working on right now, and it has a lot of customs. But like once I finish this order, like pretty much all the orders from this week have no customs, and there's like one more order with some like book covers. And then like it's very minimal customs. So once this order's done, we're gonna be rocking and rolling. But I'm getting hungry, and I really just don't feel like doing the whole meal prep right now of quesadillas. So I am going to put some chicken fingers in the oven to make a salad. Sure, and Chris ate the rest of this bag of chicken fingers, but okay. So it's like a very odd amount of chicken left in this bag, but hey. I'm gonna pop this in the good old oven because I cook it for quite some time. So hopefully by the time we're done with this order, the chicken will be done, and then I can break for lunch, and then I won't have a ton more customs to do, and then I can pull foil and then hopefully start on orders. I'm chit-chatting with my friend Emily because she has a work conference in Austin in about a month, and so we're trying to like coordinate like all of the times we're gonna hang out, because because she's not busy all of the days. And so we're like, well, because she's like a board gamer, she's who I'm always playing games with online, so we're like simply need to have all the game nights and do all the book shopping and have all the fun. And then I am still waiting to hear back from my sister. She and her girlfriend Brooke are trying to coordinate dog sitters so that they can both come to visit for my birthday, which would be pretty fantabulous. I need to set a timer. Set a timer. Sure. That one works. No, we don't need 2 timers. That's just silly, but yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 customs left for Miss Jenna from Australia. My book journal video went live. Everybody's loving it. It's number 1 out of 10, so we love to see that. And I just started listening to Ruthless Vows, and I'm not like loving it. I just like, I don't know if I'm not in the mood for it or like what, because I did like the first book. I gave it 4 stars, but I just feel, and like I read it recently, but I just feel like I don't even know what's going on, nor do I care. But we're gonna continue on with it, because why not? You know, it'll finish up a duology, get it off the list, baby. Which is something I'm trying desperately to do. But hopefully by the time I'm done, by the time I get to lunch, we'll have a YouTube video to watch, because I don't really have much to watch. Yeah, good old Becca. She posted a video. That's all I need to know. She's like one of my favorite booktubers. Even though she pretty much only reads high fantasy. Still love her. Personality, 10 out of 10. But yeah, so I'm gonna continue on with Jenna's customs, and yeah, that's like the plan, continuing on with my journey. You know what I also need to do? I do need to pop up a September book journaling bundle, but I'm not doing that today. I'm just not. It's 5 o'clock and I just finished working on customs, and so I'm gonna take a shower. I want to wash my hair. I feel like I just need like a refresh, like to refresh, you know? So I'm gonna go do that. Chris is on his way home, and then I'm gonna pull foil, and then I'm gonna be done for the day. And then tomorrow we'll work on orders all day until it's time to go to game night. We're having a magic night. And so I'm having this struggle. So I was talking to our friend Russ, because he's very big into Magic the Gathering. He's like in the know about it all. And with the new Avatar The Last Airbender set coming out, I'm like, I want to get a booster box, want to get all the things, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like asking him like, okay, so like, what's the tea? Where's the best place to get it? Blah, blah, blah. And he gave me a bunch of, he was very helpful. Gave me a bunch of different places that I have bookmarked to like keep checking at, to see if it comes back in stock for pre-order, if, and so on and so forth, because he was like basically describing it as like they don't necessarily know how much they're gonna receive, so they can only, what's it called, put like so many for pre-order, just in case like they don't get as much as they think they're gonna get. But he was saying, basically, he was saying that for the most part, like the market, like the actual price of a booster box is $150. So anything that's like $150 or less is good price. Anything more than that, you are being like upcharged. But like this is a super sought after collection, so most places that I'm seeing it that have it available currently are for $200, but me and Chris are planning on like going halfsies on it. So I think I'm like okay with spending $200 on it. It is like I like keep saying it's my birthday present to myself, because I have become a very big fan of Magic the Gathering, and I've been obsessed with Avatar The Last Airbender since I was a child. I literally have Prince Zuko tattooed on me leg. So I'm just gonna verify with Chris. And the thing is like Magic the Gathering has like a storefront on Amazon. I'll probably, listen, as much as I would love to not order it from Amazon, it's the shipping situation. Like I don't want to spend more than the actual, well, to be fair, of the websites that Russ sent me, only one of them has it available, and I don't want to pay. It is also the same price as Amazon, and plus you have to then pay shipping. So if I'm already like overpaying for it, I don't want to then also have to pay extra shipping. So we'll see whenever Chris gets home. But I'm gonna do a reading update because I'm halfway through this book and it's so painfully fucking boring. So there's that. Shower has been had, hair has been washed. I really don't feel like pulling foil with you guys, so I'm just not going to. I'm gonna like honor the fact that I'm gonna be really honest with you. I'm PMSing really bad, and my like emotions and mental well-being feels very dysregulated right now. And I'm just like not, I just kind of want to go to sleep and cry. Like it's just kind of, I feel like crying. So that's just the truth of where I'm at right now. So I'm just gonna do this on my own. You guys, it's official. My sister's coming to visit me, and I'm literally so excited. I am a little bit nauseous over my excitement. Like I woke up basically yesterday night. She was like, will it be a bad idea? Is it bad if we like arrive basically on your actual birthday? I'm like, I don't give a shit which day you arrive. Like, does not bother me, girlfriend. She's like, okay, blah, 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 blah. We just gotta double check with work, because basically they have 2 dogs that they both had from previous relationships. Or not relationships, but from before they were together, and their dogs don't get along. So like first they were trying to figure out dog sitters. My dad would watch Haley's dog, but Haley and Brooke's dog don't like each other, so they can't go to the same place because it's this whole situation. So Brooke was finding a sitter for her dog, got that situated. I'm gonna do like this espresso cinnamon pumpkin scent. But so we figured that out, and then they needed to figure out with work, because originally they weren't gonna come on my birthday, but then with work, the dates didn't work out to not arrive. They were gonna be here for my birthday, but like they're flying in on September 9th. So, and she's like, are you upset about that? Do you care? And I'm like, why would I? It literally doesn't make a difference to me. I don't give a shit. So, they're gonna be flying in on my birthday. And I'm so excited. This is the kind of energy I needed to start the day, honestly. Is my sister coming to town, because I miss her, and it's always different whenever we go home. Our time is spread so thin over visiting with everybody, if that makes sense. And like, my dad is so understanding of that. Like, it makes, like, the situation could be kind of difficult where like I don't have time to see this person a lot. Like, I'll probably get a lunch with you, grab dinner with you, and that's all I'll see of these different people, because we have like 50 people between me and Chris that we have to see, or like only Chris will do something, or only I will do something, just to try to like bang out as many visits as we can. So it's so much better, I guess, whenever people come to visit us, because then we can just like not feel like we're not spending time with everybody. We're the only ones here, so I'm so excited she's coming, because we went home in March, but that was because my grandma literally died. So we were dealing with all of that. There's family, other family in town. It was like very just busy. So I also had to order lavender foil. It's just the fucking purples, okay? I'm sick of the purples. I did order like a bunch more like pumpkin, because that's obviously very, I have a ton of black on backup, so I ordered that yesterday. And then I ordered cellos and cutting mats. The cellos and cutting mats and the new lights for my office, or my bedroom, will be here today, because the lights for that were on this bookshelf died, but like they've been plugged in nonstop going for about a year. So, and they're like $9. So $9 for a year of beautifulness, worth it. We're gonna grab in a Lenny. You know, I was wondering where my chapsticks went. I have 3 in the pockets of this one sweatshirt. I think Chris forgot his Gatorade, so that's tragic. I need to actually put more Alons in the fridge. Gone through 4 in a week, which was like my allotment for myself. I would enjoy another case though, if I'm being honest with you, so. I'm probably gonna run to H-E-B whenever Chris gets home from work and get stuff to make, what's it called? Get stuff to make like my onion dip that I like to make. Probably gonna get some of the Enid cereal. I did try it and it's good, but it tastes just kind of like vanilla, basically. But yeah, so I'm really excited for my sister to come. It's gonna be really, really good. She's gonna be here, I think, the 9th through the 13th, which is amazing. I think, well, she's here, I'm gonna see. I don't know like how much I'll vlog while she, and Brooke is also coming, which is my sister's girlfriend. They've been together for about a year now. No, about 2 years now? A year? 2 years. 2 years, I think. Yeah, because they got together around the time Chris's dad passed. Us. They've been together for a couple of years now, and absolutely love her. She is so nice, so fun, and we're gonna have a blast. And I'm excited about the whole thing. And then the following week, my friend Emily, you guys have for sure heard me talk about her because I have my game nights with her and all of that stuff, but she's a doctor, because she's like really smart, badass bitch. She is coming to Austin for a work conference, but she's got a lot of like free time, so we're planning on hanging out as much as possible when she's here. So that's super exciting. I'm just thrilled. It's like the best way to be spending my 30th birthday is with just like all these people. Oh, that's simply not enough milk for me. I like a lot of milk in my cereal because I'm gross and I like my cereal a little bit soggy, if I'm being honest. But it's fine. We have a second milk. But yeah, so basically my sister was like, is it fine if we come on your birthday? And I'm like, it literally like, and I think the thing is like, I feel like I was like, I have nothing going on for my birthday, blah, blah, blah. Seems like, okay, and like you're a grown up. I don't think you guys understand. My birthday has been my favorite holiday for my whole life. And it's not even just my birthday. Like I like other people's birthdays. I just like the opportunity. It's like the same thing as like people coming to visit me. It's like when it's Christmas, yeah, we're celebrating and seeing people, but it's like not a one-on-one celebration. Like Chris's birthday, I like to celebrate Chris and it be about him. Andrea's birthday, I want it to be about her. Like I like to really like make the person feel like they're important, you know? So I love my birthday. It's my favorite and always has been, always will be. I'm thrilled about it. So I'm just so excited that she's coming, that the next week Emily's coming, and it's just a 10 out of 10 experience of life. You know what I'm saying? Like I just couldn't be more excited about the whole thing. And all the fun shit coming to my life because all of my people are coming to visit. I actually needed to film a book update, but I actually can't do that now because I just poured cereal. But I do need to add the next couple of books that I'm gonna be reading. I'm reading Love and Focus. I'm like listening to that, starting with that today. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, G, K, L. Love and Focus. And then I'm starting a Lucinda Berry book, If You Tell a Lie, on my Kindle. It's very short. It's under 300 pages, but it's one of those books where I bought it because I like the author, but like it actually has bad reviews. So I'm not particularly sure how good it's gonna be. Why does it say this is gonna take 8 hours? I'm literally just uploading photos. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand how pictures can take that long. It's uploaded so many of them. Okay, now it's 6 minutes. That's it. That's more realistic. Okay. So, I'm gonna watch YouTube, eat my breakfast. There's literally nothing good to even watch on YouTube. It's very depressing. And then we're gonna get working on orders. The first one is a redo order for someone because it's one of the ones that got lost in the mail. I thought I got them all, apparently not. Then we're gonna have Laura from the PR team, Miss Laura, Amber from Florida. One hell of a drive. Crystal from California. Jennifer from California. Elizabeth from Kansas. I think she's got 2 back-to-backers. Yup. Sometimes my printer likes to do this thing where it'll just print out a piece of paper like this. It's really obnoxious. Jacqueline from Texas. And Bridget from North Carolina. Heather from Ohio. None of these are like particularly big, so we should definitely be able to get through these. Natalie from Australia. Ellen from Tennessee. I would like to get through all of those because then the next one after that's one of the 2 really big orders that I have. So I like to get like up to the really big order. That's usually like my plan. I'm flying through orders today. I'm just like, it's just a really great day. But I'm getting a really, do you guys hear that? That's the cicadas. They're absolutely insane out there right now. But I'm kind of getting hungry. So I think I'm gonna take a little break. I also was kind of, you know how yesterday I didn't pull foil with you guys because I was like, I'm not doing well, da 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 da. This morning when I got the text from my sister, I literally cried. Got my period. So there's that, but I'm trying to figure out a game plan for whenever my sister gets here. She gets here Thursday evening, so it was like, she likes to go to the Domain usually while she's here, but the Domain's like kind of a drive for me personally, and it's closer to the airport really than it is my house. So I was like, well, depending on how, because I think I'm gonna make dumplings for lunch. Like, depending on how you guys are feeling after you land, because also I don't want like you to have them to have spent all day traveling and then be like, okay, well now we're gonna go out to eat, walk around. Well, I'm trying to be considerate. So I'm like, depending on how you're feeling, we can go to the Domain and get dinner. And that day is my actual birthday, so that's cool. And then they'll be here all Thursday, all Friday, all Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, because they get here Tuesday. So they'll be here Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and so I was like, depending on whether maybe we can go to the Cameron Park Zoo one of those days, depending on if we're feeling it. If it's like super fucking hot, like I'm not gonna really be feeling that. But the thing is whenever I have company, it ends up being a, well, I don't know, what do you want to do? Well, I don't know, what do you want to do? Well, we can do whatever you want to do. Well, I don't know, are you hungry? No, not really. Okay, well, I don't know what to do other than go out to eat. So it becomes kind of like this struggle. So I'm trying to like have a plan. And she did mention having a game night situation with Andrea, or a game day. So, and Andrea also was like, it literally at the same time they texted me, Haley, being like, well, maybe we could do that one day. Andrea also had texted me being like, so when do you need me? When do you want me? 3, 4, 5, 6. So I basically make the dumplings. I do 12, which is kind of a lot of dumplings, but it's my whole meal. I'm not eating anything with it, so we're not judging. But the package comes with 3 sauce packets. So I math out like the servings, how much a serving size is, like how many they say that's in the package, just so I can have sauce with all of them. But I'm trying, I also asked my sister if there's any like beverages they want. They said that they both like Italian sweet cream creamer. So I'll just make sure I get that for them. But anywho, so then I text Andrea and I was like, so like, you're free Wednesday or Thursday. The other thing is me and Andrea have this thing where we don't like to inconvenience each other. So I feel like we're both like, well, you just tell me what you want, blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying to be like more, does this work for you? You know what I mean? Instead of being like, well, you let me know and I'll let you know, and you like, I'm just trying to move past the bullshit of who I am as a person. So I was like, just Wednesday or Thursday work for you. Figured we could maybe get hot pot for lunch and go book shopping and then have like a little game night. Like we can also do a regular game night. We could do a one shot, whatever we're thinking. We can, whatever. We can also skip regular game night. It literally doesn't matter to me. So on and so forth. So we didn't hear back from her. Getting like, I just like to have a plan. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, Emily's coming the next week. So, but her schedule is less like trying to fill the full day with activities because she's gonna be working at her, you know, cool doctor shit. So yeah, but already finished one book today. I'm gonna be starting an arc for this one book. It's like a magical realism romance, so that bodes well for me because I tend to really like those. But I'm gonna take a break, obviously, eat some lunch. Let me grab my phone. Oh my god, they were already on or off. Okay, so yeah, I may actually at least start the one of the really big orders because it's like it's like I only have I have 4 orders until I get to that. And one of them's like an $100 order, but the rest are really small. So, and it's only 1 o'clock and we don't need to leave here till 7:30. So I still have quite a bit of time. I don't know that I'll have time to finish Jenna's order, but I should be able to make good headway on it, and I'll feel really good about that because I have two really big orders, Jenna's order and Lorna's order. But Lorna, if you're watching, I have a theory that your order is you and your sister's order combined because you got two of almost everything. So the story I made up in my head is that you guys just placed one order together and like PayPal the other. Is it true? Let me know. My hair hideous. I do need to like get ready at some point, but y'all know it takes me like no time to get ready. Okay guys, Chris is on his way home. Live, laugh, love it. It's only before 4 o'clock, but I'm working. I'm finishing up like all the orders I said I was gonna do, and then I'm starting the like big one. But I am taking a bit of a break because Chris called me and asked if I wanted to go to Target. Actually, I'm gonna go change and then we'll talk again. Okay, did I really like change? No, I put on a bra and shorts. But basically, Chris called and was like, yeah, I want to go to Target to get like a notebook for work. And I was like, okay. And he was like, do you want to come? Figured you might want to just like get out of the house. And I was like, you know what? I'd absolutely love it, truly. Would absolutely die to get out of the house. Especially because I really don't feel good. I have, not like sick, but like I just have really bad cramps. I've already taken medicine today. It's not, like the truth of the matter is, for me personally, like it's nothing helps. The only thing that would help is me not working and laying in bed with a heated blanket on my, like this microwavable heated thing that I put on my like abdomen and to just sit there. But that's not really like feasible right now, so we can't do that. My hair dried really bad because it was wet, and then I had my headphones on like this while I was pulling foil yesterday, so it's kind of funky looking. But we're gonna, on days that I feel bad or don't feel good, one thing I like to do is make myself look cute because that makes me feel better. And that's probably, very possibly, just a me thing, but it is my truth. So that's what we're gonna do. Which means I'm gonna use like my Mega Sparkle Glitter Eyeshadow. Maybe we'll use this one. It's really cool. It's called Houdini. This is like the Lemon Head LA, but this one looks like blacklight almost. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to do it. It just looks, I think, white to you guys. Once it's on, maybe I'll be able to show you guys good if I can like put my flashlight on my face or something. But I'm gonna put this on. So yeah, but me and Chris are gonna go to Target, which works out because I needed to go to the store anyway, so I wanted to get something to make for a snack for tonight. Like this is not, I feel like I need like a lot more than what I just put on my face. This isn't really giving what I want it to give, if I'm being honest with you, but it's whatever. It's on, so I'm not like gonna waste my time taking it completely off. It's just not as sparkly as I want it to be. But yeah, so we're gonna go to Target. I'll probably get whatever I need to make the dip while we're there. Maybe we'll go to Walmart instead. I don't really know. We're gonna go somewhere though, Chris and I. But yeah, my uterus, she's a fucking see you next Tuesday, baby. So how do you guys feel about that word? I personally am not offended by that word, but I hate the P word, like the P-U-S-S-Y word, that word. Ugh, makes me gag. I don't know why, it just is a disgusting sounding word. But C-U-N-T doesn't bother me. Oh, but I feel like that's kind of an unpopular opinion. I feel like with this eyeshadow color, I definitely gotta go with my blue highlighter because it's very blue. Very blue indeed. I always like to put some in the inner corner. It's definitely like the eyeshadow color is more of like, you know when you go like in black light and you're wearing like a white t-shirt and it like glows that purpley blue color? That's the color of the glitter in the eyeshadow. And I really don't know the best way to show you guys. Hold on, I'm looking at my phone. Nope. Lights on, does that help? Can you see? Can you tell? I don't know. Maybe I'll try showing it this way. Is this better? Hold on. I have an idea. I have a different idea. Can kind of tell. Definitely looks better in person. This is not like a... Oh wait, maybe we got a good view. There you go. It's an interesting one. It's called Houdini for a reason. But yeah, I don't feel stellar right now. I like actually feel like I could throw up because I don't feel good. But like, that's unfortunately, like, I hate to break it to anybody who's unaware, that's just another month in the life of somebody with a uterus who experiences pain during their period. My sister does not get cramps, and I think she's a fucking bitch for that, if I'm being honest with you. Because like I said, mine are so bad that I feel like I could throw up. Also, I'm so annoyed. I'm working on Miss Ellen's order right now, and it's a bunch of scripts, and I didn't realize that it was miscut until it was completely done. Usually, like, I'm just so in tune with my silhouettes that, like, if it what's it called, registers, I can just tell by the sound that it didn't do it properly. But I was distracted, so here we are. Also, another reason I'm glad to be taking a break is my cutting mats are out for delivery, and I would like to change them. It's not like, I'm not like in dire need, but I would like to. Also, I bought some color depositing conditioner, just like for fun, to make my hair pink, which I've done pink hair twice with like this like rose gold like spray stuff, but a girl I follow on Instagram, her name's Whimsical Al, she has triplet daughters and another daughter, and lives in Orlando, but she went to my high school. Anywho, she has like blonde hair, like highlighted bleached hair, and she did her hair with like the pink and it washed out perfect. That's the thing, it's like I don't want to commit to it. Like, I think it's fun for like a week to 2 weeks. I'm sorry, this was out of focus this whole time, but like then I want it back to normal. But and like she did it and her hair was like pretty much like a week later back to blonde, and that's kind of what I am looking for. So I bought the one that she linked, but they have a lot of colors. So, and I have very fine hair and I'm not trying to make it very vibrant, so I'm not gonna like use a lot of it. I'm gonna do it lightly, you know, because I just want it to be like baby pink. But so I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of use out of it, and then if I like it, I can buy other colors like here and there and just like have a fun time. I'm for sure putting Tony's in because my hair dried really bad. tried really funky. Let's get funky. Also, we formulated our plan for sure whenever Haley gets here. I'm just needing to know Chris's schedule, because since he's currently like actively training dispatch, he's been like, he typically doesn't work Fridays. Like today's Friday and he's at work. But because of him training and needing to train with specific people, he's been working like different days, blah, blah, blah. So I like need to know his new schedule, basically because we share my car. So it makes things kind of difficult, and like, it's just one of those things where it's just gonna be like an it is what it is situation, where whenever Haley's here, I'm just gonna have to get up in the morning really early and bring him to work. Like, there's not really gonna be any other option, because I don't think he's like really gonna want to take off like a bunch of time. So we will see. But yeah, I do not feel very nice at all, which is rather unfortunate if you're asking me. What color ribbons? Do we just do black or do we do white? I think we do black. It's like from the face up, cutesy. From the bottom down, tomboy. Or the like the t-shirt, that from the face down, neck down, tomboy. There we go. Here we are. Feels cute. I always feel a little bit better when I feel cute, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. I just wish you guys could get like the good vibes of this eyeshadow. Hey guys, welcome. We're about to do the world's most boring Amazon haul. Chris is home. We actually just went to H-E-B. We didn't go all the way to Target because it seemed like a far drive for something we could just get at H-E-B. But as we were leaving, we opened the door and Amazon was walking up to our house, and it was one of Chris's coworkers who he just recently trained. So that was pretty funny. Package 1 is the replacement lights for my bedroom. But that's a task that will have to be done when I feel better, because I'm just not particularly feeling up to it right now. And then this is just some cellos and some cutting mats. That's everything. But I'm about to go make dip. Chris is washing the container that I needed for me because it was dirty. So he's doing that, and I'll make that with y'all in a moment. Oh. I feel like I order cellos so infrequently because it comes with 1,000 in a package. And so always like after I do oops bags, multi-shop grab bags where I'm using like a bunch of them randomly. But this is all we had left. So we had to place a good old cello order. But I, again, not feeling great, as I mentioned. I'm gonna probably keep working though. It's only 5:19, and we don't have to leave here till 7:30. So still got like 2 good hours worth of time that I could be getting work done. And I think future Hannah would be really grateful if I didn't be lazy for these hours. You know what I mean? Like, current Hannah doesn't feel great, but tomorrow Hannah will be pissed if she just like slacks off for the day. So we're gonna make future Hannah proud and keep going, even though I don't want to. And I genuinely don't, I will be shocked if I'm able to finish this order before I leave. Because it's chunky. Miss Jenna does what I would do if I was paying international shipping, is she just does a couple of really fat orders throughout the year and gets everything that she be needing. Look at that, we got a nice full bin of cellos now. So, I'm gonna go probably make the dip, so long as Chris is fine with that. But I'm not actually gonna bring him in there because he's in there cooking and I'm sure he does not want to be on camera. But another thing is I bought 4 Alani to replace the 4 Alani that I drank. Never any string. I honestly probably would have bought a second case if Chris wasn't with me, but I was feeling judged, so I didn't. And it's just my truth. Hey guys, woke up really feeling like a bag of shit. Truly, I'm going to die. I don't feel good, absolutely at all. At all. It's one of those things where like the idea of getting out of, I said this to Chris yesterday, that like with my luck, like typically my like heavy work on order days, which when I work on orders I spend most of the day kind of like standing up, walking back and forth between like the machines, the computer, all that nonsense. Those days are typically Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The rest of the week it's very like sitting on the computer doing customs or not working, you know what I mean? So I'm like, it's literally my luck that the worst days of my period always land on the days that I'm working on orders, because I'm gonna eat some cereal, some Wednesday themed cereal, because it's breakfast time. I do ever eating breakfast. But because I need to take medicine, and I don't like to take that on an empty tummy because it makes me sick. But I feel horrible. But last night was super fun. We did our draft, a little lightning draft, and it was a ton of fun. I really love my deck. So basically, a regular draft, each person brings 3 packs of cards because you need to have minimum 40 cards for a deck. So if each person brings 3, then you're guaranteed to end up with around 45 cards, whatever. So I'm like honestly trying to decide if I even want an Alani, because caffeine makes cramps worse. But like I also think I like, yeah. I think I'm gonna go on the Diet Coke because it's one of these like bottles of Diet Coke is less than 1/3 of the caffeine in Alani. So it'll give me a little bit of a jump start on the day, but I don't think it'll be as like bad for my cramps, you know what I mean, because caffeine makes them worse. But so typically when you're doing the draft, you open the pack of cards, the little booster pack, you take 1 card, you pass them, you take 1 card, pass them. But for lightning you take 2 cards and pass, so it's a little bit quicker. So we did that, and it was so funny because I was really trying to like go against my natural instinct, because in Magic there are 5 colors. There is red, green, blue, black, and white. And my favorite combo to play is red and black. It's just like my absolute favorite. And I was like, I'm gonna switch it up based on like the first pack that I opened, and I was going for blue and black. And we were passing in this direction. So I was handing my cards to Andrea. But the thing is Andrea almost always plays blue and black. So then for the second pack, you switch the direction that you're passing. And so I simply received not a single blue card from Andrea, and she was just handing me a million red cards. So I was like, okay, like I guess I'll take some red and we'll see where the wind takes us. I literally ended up with more red cards than any color. and we went red and black. Even though I was trying to be different, the universe said, nah, Hannah, do what you know. Do what you know, baby. So that's basically that. But I'm going to eat my breakfast and watch some YouTube and then get to work. We actually did finish that big order, which was amazing yesterday. So today we have Selena from California, Maria from California. I also got a paper cut on the side of my finger yesterday that really fucking hurts. Tiffany from Hawaii, pretty cool. Lorna from Indiana, which is the other really big order in here. But once we get that done, we're done with all the really big orders. Then we have Latanya from MA. Who knows? Who knows the M's? Shelly from Florida. One hell of a drug. Then we're gonna get into this week's orders, which we have Cheryl from MD, Samantha from IA, and today's gonna be a later work night, so. Sierra from Pennsylvania, Rachel from MD, so much MD. Marche from the PR team. Heather from Ohio. Emily from the PR team, ×2. Laura from Virginia. Nicole from California. Jennifer from Texas. Bridget from North Carolina. Claire from Illinois. That's probably like my goal. We'll see, maybe better, might be worse, who knows? You never really know with me. But we're gonna start with YouTube and this. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Hey guys, it's 1. I'm working on a really big order right now. And I didn't get started working till after probably like 10:30 if I'm being honest. I am like 87 out of 10 anxious right now, but I did have to come on. I'm just anxious, not like because of anything, just because it's who I am as a person. But I did want to come on here and tell you guys in case you were not aware of this. So I recently canceled my Audible subscription because I had signed up when it was like your first 3 months were like 99 cents each, and then I canceled it because it's like, I don't know, like nearly $20 a month and you get 1 credit, blah blah blah. But I recently did like a free trial for Everand, and you get like to unlock 1 book on Everand with your free trial, and then it's like $16.99 a month and you get 3 unlocks a month. And like the difference is like you're basically paying $17 to rent them for the month. Like you unlock them and then after the month is up they go back. But like I'm not a huge rereader, I really am not. Like I've reread very few books in my life, so I feel like spending $16.99 to get 3 books is still a better deal, even if you don't get to keep them, because honestly once I listen to them one time I'm most likely never going to listen to it again. So, and then there's like some books that are like, for example, I need to read for a video, this one for example, Taming 7. The wait on Libby is like 8,000 weeks. So like I can just unlock it now, listen to it, and then be done with it. Bada bing, bada boom. This book, not even available on Libby. Was able to get it. So it's honestly working out so good, and I'm thrilled about the whole thing, if I'm being honest with you. So I want to tell you guys about it in case you did not know really like the TLDR on Everand. But I'm going to do a reading update for my mood reading video because I did just finish this. So there's that. Is this my like most optimal time to be doing this? No, but I'm trying to make my hair pink. Currently, it definitely looks pink on camera, so I'm a rule follower through and through. So I read the rules on the like, it's like a color depositing conditioner. It's like wet your hair, do this, do that. And I did the whole thing, left it on for 20 minutes. My hair looked exactly the same. I blew dry it, looked the fucking same. So, simply, I have now, what's it called? I dry my hair like 85% because honestly I was way too lazy to blow dry it to 100%, and then I just like super mega saturated it with the stuff, and I'm setting a timer for 40 minutes, which means I'm gonna be taking a little break because I don't want to accidentally get, like, do you see my shirt right now? I don't want to get this on stickers. So we're taking a little breaky poo. Just some pudding. Honestly, Chris, he kind of be getting out of work at like random times with the schedule, and he'll be like, oh, are you hungry? And then I'm not hungry, and then I miss out on getting something yummy for lunch slash dinner. So I'm just gonna wait till 3:30 to eat a real lunch to see if maybe he buys us lunch. Okay guys, the truth of the matter is I don't really like how this came out. It's definitely giving rose gold, dusty rose, which I did not buy the rose gold color. I bought the light pink, and I have pre-lightened hair, so like, I'm not really sure, but I don't think this looks very good. I even did my makeup and styled it, but I just feel like it's like too similar to like my skin color. So I just feel like one big blob. It actually looks better on camera than it does in person, but it'll wash out probably by like next week, so it's fine. I also did not tell Chris, so that'll be funny whenever he gets home, but he is getting us McDonald's. I knew him. Wow, this is a jump scare. Okay guys, it's like 7 o'clock and I'm just calling it quits because I genuinely don't feel good. I did not get done as much as I wanted to today, but it's like 20-ish orders that I need to get done tomorrow, and like I've done 30 plus orders in one day before, so I'm not really like overly concerned. I just like need to do what's best for me at this moment in time. That is in fact not being in there and laying down and just relaxing because I'm exhausted physically. My hair is like completely dry. It's been a few hours. Here's what it looks like. I went outside to like meet Chris whenever he got home because he brought us home McDonald's, and I walk outside and he goes, what did you do? So I don't think he likes it very much. He said later, he was like, no, I don't think it looks bad. And I'm like, I do. But, and I keep forgetting that I put makeup on and I keep just rubbing my eyes. So, yeah. I might see if Chris wants to play a little bit of Magic because we are doing like a supplemental draft for this, for our chaos decks. And also I bought like a really big deck box for all of my Magic cards. It'll be here on Monday and I can't wait to organize them. And yeah, also my TBR, I only have 3 books left on it, which is very exciting. I think I'm gonna do like some challengey videos until my sister comes, because she's gonna be here, like today's the 16th. She's gonna be here on the 9th of September, which is in like 4 weeks, right? 1, 2, like 3 weeks. And so I don't want to pull a TBR because she's going to pull a TBR. Maybe I will. We'll see. We'll see where the wind takes us, basically. But I am... You know what? I'm going to talk to you guys for a moment. Because the time you guys are watching this, I'm going to just give you guys like the TLDR. Because the Advent is available for pre-order. One moment. Let me go get the thing for the info. Where's my info sheet? Is that the fucked up one? That's the fucked up one. Where's the correct one? Excuse you. Yeah, that's the one that's messed up. So we're gonna delete her really quick. Did I not save it? I must have not saved it because I suck. You know, sometimes you just are the worst. Okay, so if you missed Monday's video, go watch it because that's gonna be like truly the like details of everything. But the Advent is available for pre-order now through the 31st, so like the end of the month. And there's a 13-day option and the 25-day option. Don't buy both because the things in the, like the the envelopes are going to say like open December 1st, December 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. All of the 13-day ones are the same as those like days in the full Advent. So there's no point in buying both. It's going to be bookish themed, like book journaling, book doodles, book related items, and then the full 25-day Advent is going to have 4 blind dates with a book in it. The no coupons are allowed on them, and it is a single item order, and it is going to be $85 for the 13-day and $180 for the 25-day. And that's basically it. Value wise, the 13 days valued at $111 and the 25 days valued at $228. So pretty good savings if you ask me. But that's where we're at. And yeah, the way this was a jump scare when I woke up this morning, went to the bathroom to pee. Yeah, so yesterday I did not get nearly as much done as I wanted to because I just literally did not feel good. Like I felt like I had caught my death and I needed to simply lay down. So I did. You know what I'm saying? But I'm feeling refreshed today and I'm feeling much better uterus wise. I did get myself McDonald's breakfast as motivation to get through the day. So I'm gonna eat that. I'm gonna do Instagram stories. I'm gonna message the PR team about the Advent tomorrow, and yeah, that's basically it. Just like my Hannah Montana shirt. I think it's pretty cool. Do you guys think Hannah Montana is gonna go on tour? Because if so, I may have to go. I just may have to. Chris and I just got back from a walk. It's really hot out. I'm sweating. He's just gonna go grab us some dinner. I'm gonna keep working. I think I'm probably about halfway through what I need to get done today, which is like not great. I'm not like feeling happy about it because it's already 5 o'clock. So it's gonna be a late work day, but that's what happens when I slacked off yesterday. So it's just kind of like it is what it is. My current audiobook, let's see how much time we have left. I like that it tells me like left at 3 times speed. I have less than 2 hours left, so we'll definitely finish that today. So hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna keep working till he gets back. He's getting Panda. He's been on a Panda kick. Panda's one of those places where it's delicious until it does you dirty, and we're still on the delicious train. It hasn't done us dirty yet, but I'm sure it's coming. Without a shadow of a doubt, it's coming. But I'm gonna continue on. I'm on Miss Danielle's order, and then Miss Caroline, I do have you at the end of this stack, but your order's technically on the 13th, so I don't think I'm gonna do it because it's big, which like love you to death for it, but it did not make the Tuesday cutoff, so I think I'm not gonna push myself. If it was like a small order, I'd maybe push myself, but because it's big, like I just don't want to be in here till 11. I'm hoping to be done by like 9. That would be stellar. And I'm also gonna print shipping labels whenever while I'm eating, but I'm gonna get back to work. Okay guys, I look worse for wear. It's like 9 o'clock and I'm done for the day. I'm exhausted. My back hurts, my body hurts. Earlier today, I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys, but I was dealing with my neck being super duper stiff. It was horrible. Like it hurt to like rotate my neck. So thankfully that has resolved itself, but I'm gonna help Chris take out all of our recycling and the trash and all that nonsense. Then I'm gonna take a body shower and then we're gonna relax and watch our show together and be cute. So with that being said, I do need to do these lights sometime this week. I just haven't really been in the mood. But with that being said, I'm gonna get my wax for in here, pick out our flavor. We'll go with Little Miss Wax Lover from Fantasy Wax. much. If you made it to the end of this video, drop some sort of Christmas emoji down below, because it's the week, time you guys are watching this, is the week that the Advent goes up for pre-order. So that's that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.